morning we continue our series through the book of Acts. Book of Acts written by Luke, volume 2 of his story, both of the ministry of Jesus and then his continued ministry through the apostles. This morning we're in Acts chapter 17. We have two episodes here that in a way contrast with one another. First, the ministry in Thessalonica, and then in Berea. But we won't take the both together. We'll just look this morning at the first, which is Acts 17, verses 1 to 9. And as you turn there, I remind you of what the Apostle Paul himself said about his message in his letter to the Thessalonians, as he commended them as accepting it, not as the words of men, but as what it really is, the Word of God. Let us now then give our careful attention to Acts 17, beginning at verse 1. Now when they had passed through Amphipolis and Apollonia, they came to Thessalonica, where there was a synagogue of the Jews. And Paul went in, as was his custom, and on 3 Sabbath days he reasoned with them from the Scriptures, explaining and proving that it was necessary for the Christ to suffer and to rise from the dead, and saying, "This Jesus, whom I proclaim to you, is the Christ." And some of them were persuaded and joined Paul and Silas, as did a great many of the devout Greeks, and not a few of the leading women. But the Jews were jealous, and taking some wicked men of the rabble, they formed a mob and set the city in an uproar and attacked the house of Jason, seeking to bring them out to the crowd. When they could not find them, they dragged Jason and some of the brothers before the city authorities, shouting, "These men..."